Good mornings. Starting off our day with kibbles. The usual. Haley's killing on baby hero. We're home from work, so now we can finally talk about how to get shreddy. But first, let's get cleaned up. Perfect. Hi, I'm Maddie Gray. This is Dixie in the background. Welcome back to our channel. On this channel, we talk about everything health and fitness, but specifically today, we're gonna specialize on how to get you cut up. It looks like someone is ready to introduce herself. This is Dixie. We think she's about 2.5. She is a golden and a collie mix, and we love her very much. So of course, number one thing, we have to start with your diet. Am I boring you? When people say abs are made in the kitchen, they mean it. Calories in, calories out is so important. When I started out, I used MyFitnessPal, which I thought was a really great tool. This has now been years ago. I used to track macros, also super important. At this point, I do intuitive eating. Excuse me. Intuitive eating is basically eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full. Way harder than it sounds. For me, personally, my protein intake is so important. If I don't get enough protein, I end up snacking all day. I'm super, super hungry, so I need a lot of good meats. I know not everyone eats like meat and eggs, but whew, they're some of the best things you can eat. If not, you can get protein through protein powder. They make vegan protein powder from pea proteins and other things like that. There are other ways to get your protein. Highly recommend you get enough protein throughout the day to keep yourself feeling full and satisfied. So on a physiological level, fat loss is very well understood already. There are a lot of scientific papers behind it. There's been a lot of successful studies behind it. It's more simple than you think, and if you don't get anything from this video, it comes from an energy deficit, calories burned, calorie expenditure. This is what you need to focus on if you take away anything from this video. So this is totally dependent on the person. It depends on if you're male or female. It depends on your age, your height, your weight. How many calories do you burn throughout the day? What is your calorie expenditure? Are you sedentary at your job? Do you sit all day in front of a computer? Are you on your feet in the OR? Are you a waitress walking around all day? It really depends on you and how many calories you require in order to maintain your weight. If you are taking in less calories than is required to maintain your weight, you have a recipe for success. And it is that simple. If you are eating at maintenance while you are gaining muscle in the gym, you will also see your body fat percentage go down. You don't want to just lose weight though, you want to lose as much fat as possible. That will be the best way for fat loss and muscle gain, which is really kind of what everybody wants, right? Everybody wants more muscle, less fat. So you don't want to just lose weight and become stick skinny and uncomfortable, whereas maybe you can fit into a smaller size, but you are walking around uncomfortable and hungry as a person, if that makes sense. In order to do this successfully, not only should you be in a caloric deficit, but you should also be building your muscle and making sure you don't lose muscle so that the weight you lose is not muscle, so that it's fat. In order to do this, we're gonna have to exercise. The exercise that I recommend is resistance training. That is what I'm doing right now. I used to do circuits in the gym and do leg day, back day, all that sort of stuff. I do kind of still do that now, but I've added in a lot of workout classes. So I love the community of workout classes. I love showing up after work, being told what to do, being able to go home. You get in and get out in about an hour. Those work for me. Find something that you enjoy, whether it's a spin class, whether it's hot yoga, whether it's resistance training. There goes my phone. Thank you, Dixie girl. Find an exercise that you enjoy, even if it's just biking or walking outside. That will be great too. I personally don't believe it'll be as great as weight training and resistance training, but anything that works for you, if it gets you active, I'm all for it. To go back to the eating and the protein intake, a lot of studies that I've read personally, everyone in the fitness realm seems to believe that you should be eating at least 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Somewhat the rule of thumb that's going around right now. Studies change, new research comes out. I've seen that this does work for me personally, and I'm hoping that it will work for you as well. Again, take everything I say with a grain of salt. We're not the same person. If we did the same exact workout program and the same exact diet, we still would not look the same. I'm just telling you things that I have personally experienced and that I somewhat know to be true and have read from actual published studies, not random websites online. Another quick tip, you can also use your height as well. I think body weight is a little more accurate, but if you consume a gram of protein per centimeter in height, that could also be a good little tool for you. I personally also add in cardio. My favorite cardio is running outside. I do get a little bored on the treadmill. I enjoy the Stairmaster as well if I have a long holiday weekend and I would like to shed some pounds. I've seen that adding in cardio can ramp that up a bit. But I would not spend half my time doing cardio and half my time weightlifting. I spend the majority of my time weightlifting. Again, I love resistance training, but I also add in cardio as well. If you're doing half cardio and half weightlifting, you may be a little worried about losing that weight from your muscle. It can kind of break down your muscle if you're running too much, if you're doing too much cardio. I would say spend less than half your time doing cardio if that's something that works for you. I've heard the phrase, a calorie is a calorie is a calorie. I'm not so sure that's true. I think there are some calories that are tougher to burn than other calories. The less ingredients, the better. It's kind of a good rule of thumb. If you're eating a lot of packaged foods and you have less calories in than calories you expend, so less calories in than calories out, you can still lose weight, but the issue is that you will still have so many cravings. You're getting your energy from foods that are packaged, that are processed. You will want more and more of those foods. A lot of these foods are manufactured to get you addicted to them. That's why we don't eat one Oreo, or why I can't eat one Dorito. It's not a thing. If you can do that, that would be like the most talented person in the world. You should get money for doing that. Truly, if you can eat one Oreo or one Dorito, you should somehow make money from doing that, because nobody can. These foods are made so that you're addicted to them, so that you keep eating them. So if you eat less and that's the way that you lose weight, I don't know that that's a really good sustainable way, because the goal really is to sustain this weight loss, be shredded forever, be cut up and feel good about your body and your skin, not so lean to where you can't maintain it. So we want something that's more realistic, and in order to do that, to have it be realistic and sustainable, I would say you do need to do it from real foods, foods that keep you full, keep you satisfied, and not packaged foods. Just a little tidbit of my opinion. That is my main advice, but this truly is a lifestyle. There are other factors involved as well. Are you excited to go to your workout? Is it a workout class where you can go see your friends? Do you enjoy hot yoga and you wake up looking forward to it? Are you getting enough sleep? Sleep is super important as well. Do you like your job? Are you going about your life in a way where you're enthusiastic? There's a big mental component about this being a lifestyle, and it really is, because if you want to maintain it, hopefully you'll be doing this forever, or for the foreseeable future. If you have injuries, that can be limiting. If you're bored of your workouts, that can also be limiting. If you are stressed out, if you have a high stress job or your career, the nature of it is stressful, cortisol levels can also affect your weight loss as well. There are many factors where this truly does create a type of lifestyle for you. But a lot of these chemical components with your cortisol and your serotonin and all that sort of thing, it's very dependent on your food as well, and if you're even working out at all. So sometimes at the beginning, when you can get kind of bored or you're not seeing results and people quit, there's an adherence component about this as well. So, you know, the more, it's kind of all, it's all one big circle of life. So circle of a lifestyle, not circle of life. But if you are eating well, you feel better, you probably feel better during your workout, and then you get more serotonin, and then you feel better about your life. And healthier, happier people tend to get better results and tend to adhere to this program a little bit better. They all build upon each other. Think of it as bricks, as building blocks to make yourself healthier and living a healthier lifestyle. This really all has to be balanced with the real world and your life and what's going on with you. If you're a woman, where are you in your cycle? How well are you doing at your career? Are you about to be on holiday? How often do you do cheat meals? Have you hit your goal already? Are you trying to get there? Are you maintaining and you just want more muscle mass and less body fat? It's really all dependent on you and real world considerations as well. It's a balance of this synergetic lifestyle of health and wellness that really is different for everybody. So It's a little difficult to give advice on it, but at the same time, it's very simple because they build all upon themselves. Some people are vegan, some people do keto. At the end of the day, you need something that works for you, that you can maintain, that is a good balance for your lifestyle, that you feel satisfied, you feel like you have good nutritious foods, you're happy to go do your workout, whatever workout that is for you. Maybe it's not the ideal diet and workout for me, but if you find something that works for you, it'll be a more sustainable lifestyle. This is also really super important, and I almost forgot because I'm so bad at it. I almost left it out. But are you drinking enough water? Because if you're not drinking enough water, you can be very confused. Your hunger signals will be confused. You'll think that you're hungry, and really you've had no water today. I am a victim of having no water. I will sometimes wake up and drink coffee, and then after work I need pre-workout, and then it's time for bed. That wasn't my whole day, but sometimes it seems like it. It seems like I'm up really early and need my coffee. I'm at work all day. I need my pre-workout before I work. I'm eating dinner and I get something other than water at dinner. Maybe I get an unsweet tea. I'm walking the dog, and all of a sudden the day is over and I have had no water. It's so unhealthy for you, for your skin, for your energy levels. I mean, you name it, not having enough water is pretty bad for it. So drink your water. You're supposed to be drinking like a gallon a day. I could never, but I think it helps if you get a cute little tumbler. I have some new ones, I'll show you. I went to grab my 2 favorite tumblers. This one is awesome. Whoops, I dropped the other one. I got it from Amazon. I'll send you the link. It was super cheap. It's got little spikes all over it. It helps me drink water throughout the day. And then I also have this one, which is so cool. It's new from Starbucks. I'm not sponsored by Starbucks. I wish that I was. That would be so cool. But they do have the pumpkin spice latte out right now, and I can show you a healthier version. I filmed it this morning and I was gonna put it in a different video, but now that I'm chatting with you, I think I'll just put it in now. And here we are, the first day of pumpkin season. I got the pumpkin spice cold brew. It's actually not healthy at all. It's 250 calories, but if you wanted the same exact taste for 70 calories, you can just order a grande cold foam cold brew, 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, and 1 pump of pumpkin sauce in the foam. Then you'll save lots of calories. I did not do that because I want all the pumpkin goods, and I already worked out today. So, coffee is yummy, water is better for you. Get something that you would like to bring around with you that will help you drink water. It will make a world of difference. So carbs. Carbs are complicated and so good. I eat them. I try to eat more protein, but there are some good arguments for carbs. They have more glycogen storage, and because of this, you have more energy and you can work out better, more, longer, lift heavier, you name it. You could probably do it. If you're working out better, if you're lifting more weight, you should have more muscle retention, so you shouldn't be losing your gains. You should be able to put on more muscle and lose more fat because of the carbs, apparently. High fat diets can have positive hormonal effects, so that's good. It could result in better overall body composition. Body composition. Macros are important. I don't track them anymore. I was a little obsessed with them, so that was not working for me. But I would recommend to track your macros. I think that you'll get better results quicker, sooner, faster. Probably if you're tracking exactly what's going in and not just calories. But I also think that you will probably get results if you just do calories in, calories out. That's really the golden rule here. If you take away anything, calories in, calories out. If you want to go a step further, where are the calories coming from? Hopefully they're real foods. If you want to go another step further, try to track your macros if you can. If it's ruining your life, don't do it. Set it aside. It's not the end of the world. Hello, Dixie girl. How are we doing? She's not getting enough attention, so we're gonna have to get offline soon. Thanks for chatting with me. I haven't been on in a minute, so let me know what's new with you. Let me know what you would like to see and how I can help out and what you want to discuss in the next video.